What's going on, y'all? We back at it again with another edition of the Cozy Rant series. You feel what I'm saying? I think this would be episode 5 for the series, for real. We're going to be getting back into the Real Cozy podcast soon. You know, my co-host is currently in grad school. Shout out to Chaz. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? When she come back, she done mastered it. She gonna be a master. You feel me? So, but from now, for the time being, or really pretty much the rest, you know, is gonna be separate. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though this is getting to a more intimate space for real on that one-on-one action. So yeah, I like the Cozy Rant series for real because I talk about a lot of different topics that I be going through, you know, in my personal life, and y'all may be going through the same thing, you know. So to give my perspective and you maybe change your perspective on some different things that may be going on in your life, I like that dynamic. So today we're gonna be talking about the new Netflix series. It's called Forever on Netflix. So, but it's so many different dynamics while I was watching this show for real, like, and we're gonna touch on a couple different dynamics within that for real. So, but it's only it's only one dynamic that I really want to talk about that really like that honed into me for real, and it's the dynamic between the father and the son. And I've been seeing a lot of, you know, things on social media about how um first of all, the father role was played by Woody Harris. If you don't know who Woody Harris is, look him up, man. Phenomenal actor, phenomenal. I think he's up there with me personally. I think he's up there with Denzel. He invokes every character that I've seen him play. It's been like spot on. Excuse me, Jesus. But it's been spot on for real. So the relationship between, you know, the father character and Justin, it like creates that dynamic of what a true father-son relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Especially when for black males as well. So I'm always, for me, I gotta speak from the perspective of a black male because, you know, I'm a black boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man, and I think the dynamic was really, it wasn't the typical dynamic within a show, like a deadbeat dad that's never there, that's never, you know what I'm saying? He's present, you know? And I think a lot of times in the black community, I think a lot of times that people try to take that whole perspective or narrative of a father that's never there. And I think for the person that created the show, Mara Brock Akil, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, but I'm glad that she put it in a perspective of how a black father should be in the household. You know what I'm saying? And not only just from the father son, but also through the marriage aspect as well. So throughout the episodes in the show, like, you kind of see how prevalent, you know, a father, especially a black father, is for a young black boy growing up in America, for real. And like, especially just coming from like this dynamic of dealing with like a girl in a relationship, or like dealing with just problems overall. You know what I mean? Like, he's just there. He gives advice. He knows when to step in. He knows how much to give and how much he needs to intervene, rather than being overpowering and, you know, asserting his dominance. Like, obviously, you know, when you're younger, a father has to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, you're 18, 17, 16, whatever. 16, 17, 18, I said that backwards. But you got to understand that the son is going through this, but he also has to figure out how to go through it on his own while you give him guidance. Guidance doesn't mean tell him what to do. Guidance means to give him the tools to fix it. Now, if he doesn't take the tools and try to fix it, that's not on the dad. That's on the son. not take like I can like what's the saying? I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. Like I can't make you do something that you either don't want to do or don't know how to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can teach you how to go about this situation, but I can't make you do that. And I think they exemplified that very well in this series. So basically, dude, throughout the whole series, he was dealing with the stuff with Keisha or whatever. So now, you feel me? They gonna do boom, boom, boom. Keisha was dealing with an old boyfriend that she used to talk to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That whole dynamic. I'm really not gonna get into too much into that. But she ended up doing some foul. To what to just from Justin's standpoint, he ended up just blocking her or not talking to her, speaking to her, whatever the case may be. And then, that's like, sometimes people don't really understand how much, like when you like somebody and then they do something crazy and it hurts them, and you got to understand that hurts. And the other person may not understand, but you can't rush how the healing process is going to be for them currently going through that right now, for real. Some things just take time, but to have somebody there to come to or to talk to, like a dad, definitely, or even having a dad that was present, it would be like, I know how to handle these situations before or even while they're happening, for real. You know what I mean? So, I think it was a conversation that they was having in one scene, and he was just like, love. He was like, love does the hard thing, or he said, life creates a fire, and you have to go through that and see how you go through it. Let me actually look at the scene real quick. Sometimes you gotta do the hard thing, and the hard thing may be leaving somebody alone, or even talking to somebody when you don't even want to talk to them. And that's not even coming from the aspect or the realm of just relationships. That's come from life, period. Like, life going to throw so much shit at you, bro. Like, and you're not even gonna know what to do, what to say, how to say it. You just not gonna know. And to have somebody in your corner, especially for a male, a father figure, and for a woman figure, that's it's great to have people like that in your life, for real. So, I think that the Netflix series Forever definitely did a great job of showing and exemplifying fatherhood and how prevalent and how important it is for men, and especially in this time now, like, we need that more than ever. It's like a lot of misdirection as far as, like, manhood and fatherhood and stuff like that. And it's stuff that I am still learning, like, to this day in real time, learning how to be a man properly. Because a lot of people say be a man, but what does that truly mean? Because it's different aspects, and it's different, people got different ways of really being a man. So what is the correct way? You know what I'm saying? Or is there even a correct way of being a man? You know what I'm saying? Because even a lot of women out here be like, be a man. But what does being a man mean in your eyes? Is being a man paying for everything? Is being a man, just moving at the speed of your tongue? No, I don't think that's not, like, obviously, a man is to provide and to secure and to protect. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we get this be a man, notion misconstrued, and I don't think it's being a man. I think the better phrase this is how you need to be a man to me, or this is how you this is how you need to be a man to me. Because being a man to you, it could be different of how I'm being a man to somebody else, or you know what I'm saying. Like, and then you gotta understand, as for men, what is being a man to you? Like, how do you exemplify being a man? So being a man is a learning process. It never stops. You never stop learning how to be a man. You never stop learning those different techniques and how to handle different situations, because you can handle the same situation two different ways, at the same time. But you gotta discern for yourself, like, what is the real correct way that I should, or because you obviously right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, we know right from wrong. Like, that's just it. You feel me? Another thing that I wanted to talk about that it goes through, because it's so many like dynamics within this show. It's not even just the fatherhood. It's also how do you handle the uncertainty of your future for real. Like, how do you handle not knowing what you really truly want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we were taught, go to school, get a good job, work, work, work. That's kind of a different dynamic now. It's kind of different in 2025, especially we can take it back 5 years, 2020, going through COVID, everything was shut down. Now we're trying to figure out what we're going to do now. You know what I'm saying? So even in that, it's like a lot of entrepreneurs spiraled out the woodworks because now I had to create a lane for myself. I had to create a lane for my family because I don't have. Some people lost their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Some people still don't got their jobs now. You know what I mean? So I think, and then to bring it back to the show, with Justin, he's kind of like, well, I'm only doing this college stuff or doing this early admission stuff because my mom wants me to do it, and my mom wants me to go to school, and my mom wants me boom, 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 boom. You feel me? It's not really in his heart of hearts what he want to do. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes I'm going to say young people. I'm not going to say kids because at this point we're not children for real. We're young adults. So I think in that realm, it's like, I think we get caught up in I'm doing this because of my parents, or I'm doing this because this is what my family wants me to do, or this is what everybody thinks I should be doing, rather than looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I want to start a knitting company. You feel me? Like, that's what I want to do. I don't want to go to school, boom, boom, boom. Like, I think sometimes we just get caught up in trying to please everybody else instead of pleasing our true selves for real. So, if you are that person that's, even if you're in school right now, or you're out of school, or even if you're still in that career that you went to school for, but you really not liking it, like, do what makes you happy for real. Like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, priorities have to be done, bills have to be paid, yes. But if you know that what you want to do truly can provide what you need, then do that for real. Like take a chance on yourself, take the risk on yourself, leave your print and be cozy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the realm that I'm in. Like, truly finding what I want to do, truly finding how I can do it, and I know how I can do it, and I'm working every day, whether it's a little bit at a time. Dang, that was kind of crazy. Whatever you try and do that. Like, and if people, like I was saying, I had posted a video on my TikTok. Like, if you doing something and it's organic, and people fuck with it, keep doing it. Like, eventually somebody's gonna catch on to the point where it's like, we want you to do this on our platform, or we want to pay you to do this, boom, 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 whatever the case may be. Because they felt how organic you are and how transparent that you can be to a community or a certain community of people. So just do it, man. Just do it, bro. Like Nike said. Just do it like Nike said, for real. And then you got to have the confidence in reality. Like, confidence in reality, knowing like, yeah, I know what I'm doing may not get me the fast cash or instant gratification, but I know at the end of the day, when I'm at the finish line, it's up. It's up and it's stuck. What Cardi say? You feel me? So, at the end of the day, man, do what makes you happy. Don't try to fit into somebody else's narrative. Don't try to fit into somebody else's mold of what they think that you should be doing, because they not, walking every day in your shoes. They not walking every day the thoughts that you thinking about. They not doing that. Whether they be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, whoever. They not going through life the way that you going through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may talk to them, but they not there them late nights when you up and you just thinking, looking at the ceiling. They not up when you waking up early mornings, you know, praying or doing whatever you do early in the morning to get your day started. They not there, you know, in the toughest of times when you need them the most. They may not be there. They're not going through it. They're not going to understand where you coming from all the time. So you got to depend on you at the end of the day. Depend on you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, I want to give a shout out to all the fathers out there, man. It's almost Father's Day. You know, shout out to all the fathers out there, man. That's present, that's there, that's giving, you know, their wisdom to their offspring. And even if you wasn't there in the beginning, but now you're there, now you're creating a relationship, that's great. You know, that's great. Because it's just a lot of niggas out here that's not even willing to do that. You feel me? And that be the problem. But we ain't going to speak too much on that. You know, they made their decision. They going to live with that. They got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what I wanted to talk about today. I ain't going to lie. We got some great episodes coming up. You know, we got some great episodes coming up soon. You know, we got like 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes coming up this week. Stay consistent, stay disciplined. Whatever your goals that you have set for this week or this month, you know, set little goals in between those big goals too. Cause you know when you setting those goals, check them off your list. You know it's gonna be great. So stay you, stay true, stay cozy, and it's just like that. You dig?